check out that description. He says, check out that description. Me says, check out that description. For I am the golden one. For I am Ricky Golden. This right here is the channel that has dominated 2023. This is a channel that looks to take over 2024. It is the People's Wrestling Channel. And this is AEW World's End Predictions. You go ahead and use that iron claw to like and subscribe. That again, like and subscribe. Get this shared. Put it everywhere you can. So a few bits to get through. First of all, so this will be the final ever standalone AEW predictions. What that means is next year will be moved to my watch party. Many reasons. The main reason is a lack of views, or just not getting the views that I want. So that's kind of reason, the main reason, and reason really number one. Two, it's all about progression, evolving, growing, getting better, building things. Reason three is, like I said, I'm moving to my watch party. Got a couple coming here, but I'll get to those in a second. So we were moving to my watch party. Again, multiple reasons. One is for a good half an hour before a pay-per-view during the kickoff show or pre-show, so it's the 0 hour for AEW. I'm kind of just sat there waiting, so it gives me something to do. Also, draws me people in to watch my watch party, so more of a reason for people to watch. The people watching can get their predictions in, and my big plan is to, I'm going to make the People's Wrestling Channel bigger than ever next year. And my plan is to, at some point, work with other YouTubers, get them in, get them predicting. So I will still be doing standalone predictions for the Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, but that will be it. Otherwise, move to my watch parties. Ian got in early, acknowledged the golden one. That is right. One's up for the Golden Chief. So I'm going to get into predictions. Do like and subscribe while I'm doing this. Like I said, get this shared. I'm going to get into predictions, and then I'm going to want to kind of go over of a reason why I'm not a bigger AEW fan than I am. That it is just me that watch the pay-per-views. Probably if they weren't free, if there wasn't a free option to watch them, and they weren't from the WWE, I probably wouldn't watch them. But when we get to that, so I think this card is where's a match that couldn't happen on a Dynamite, a Collision, a Rampage? There isn't one. I think when you're having a match that can happen on WWE or AEW, a match that can happen on TV, on pay-per-view. Okay. And once again, overloaded. So I'm not made a graphic for it, so we'll go right into the Battle Royal match, 20-man Battle Royal match. Winner gets a TNT title shot. No idea. I don't know who's going to be in it. I've got to pick somebody, so I'm going to pick Claudio Castagnoli. I'll say he seems to be racking up a few wins, so we'll say he takes the win here. I have no idea otherwise. I will give it to AEW that they actually make their pre-show. I suppose must see. They actually put matches on the pre-show, so I think that's a one and only good thing out of about 10 million other bad things that when they get to that AEW does, but when they get to that at the end of this, at the end of my predictions, Wardlow, okay. So let's get to a match that I have made a graphic for, also happening on the buy-in, on the pre-show. Call it what you like. It will be for the FTW Championship. Hook defends against Wheeler Yuta. Okay. Hope to retain, I'll say. So far, two matches that could easily happen on a Dynamite, a Collision, a Rampage, the Battle Royal, or this, not pay-per-view quality. Hope to retain, yeah. Let's go to this one that seems to be thrown together, but there you go. Miro taking on Andrade El Idolo. Again, Dynamite quality match. Who knows? Who cares? Miro. Going with you to winning the title. Hopefully after that, the title starts to phase out. Right, and he's going with Andrade. Okay. So I'm going to play a first video of many here as we go into 2024, just a few days left of this year. Now more than ever is a reason you need to add me, follow me, do all of that, like, subscribe, and here is information you definitely need. So that is right, all of my socials, and me, follow me, do all of that. You're seeing them on screen right now. So let's get into more comments and more matches. Miro to win, can see Andrade losing matches for a while till the contract runs out next year. Yeah, Andrade, again, a great talent that was in WWE. Well, Tony Khan done with him, and I'll get to the list of reasons. I'm not the biggest AEW fan. I'm probably an AEW fan. I'll watch the pay-per-views. It goes as far as that. Hang on. So a match that got made last night, and it's a dream match. Roman Reigns isn't in it, so how can it be a dream match? The Rock isn't in it, how can this be a dream match? If you're a mark, it's a dream match. Anyway, Keith Lee takes on Swerve Strickland. Okay. Swerve's getting wins. He seems to be getting some sort of push, so yeah, he takes the dub here. It will be in 8-man tag team action. The team of Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Sting taking on your tag team champions, Ricky Starks and Big Bill, and the Don Callis family, so Kyle Fletcher and Powerhouse Hobbs. Again, so far, tell me the match that can't happen on the Dynamite. There isn't one. Going with Swerve. He literally is doing nothing with Keith Lee. Again, another talent that WWE actually did something with. It's not hurt Swerve's house. It's Roman Reigns' house. Swerve is a nobody. But okay. So yeah, I'm agreeing with Justin here, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Sting, and Darby Allin to pick up the win. This is all part of Sting's retirement tour. So yeah, I'd be shocked if they take the loss here. Even though the other team probably should win, put over the tag team champions properly again. I think Hobbs probably needs a win. There's the other guy, Kyle Fletcher. So they probably need to win more, but yeah, your face team. So Jericho, Sammy, don't you think? Sammy turned on Jericho and now they're friends again. Logic, please. What is AEW? AEW's awful. What do you expect? It's run by a Mark, Tony Khan, the king of Marks. But I'm going to get to all of this after my predictions. Let's go to a title match. So it will be for the TBS Women's Championship. Julia Hart defending against Abaddon. Julia only just won it at Full Gear, so she retains here. Christmas may be over, but that doesn't mean you can't go out and purchase all 6 designs of my t-shirts, and here is what information you need once again. So there you go, Pro Wrestling Tees, Goldman's won. All 6 designs, head over, buy them. And my socials on screen right now, take a good look at those. First title defense for Julia Hart is AEW, so that means nothing, but okay. And Justin's going for the same. So let's go to we'll go to another title match. So for not 1, not 2, but 3 titles. AEW has another title. They haven't got the titles over. They've already got, but they've invented another one. Anyway, so for the Ring of Honor World Title, New Japan Strong Openweight title, and Continental title, John Moxley will face Eddie Kingston. I'm going to say I think Eddie Kingston takes a win here. I think this is his time. They give the win to him. They give the titles to him. John Moxley, I think. He's had his time, really. Does he need yet another title, another 3 titles? Are they going to carry 3 titles around? But yeah, Eddie Kingston takes all 3 titles here. And Justin is agreeing with me. Kingston has beaten Jabroni Danielson, Claudio. All right, so you're okay. So yeah, Ian's going for the same. So I think there's only 2 more matches left, if I'm not mistaken here. So let's go to one more video. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to press that. I'm going to play this video, then another one, and then... So this was a video I was meant to play. Here you go.
Welcome to my store on Pro Wrestling Tees. Check out my beautiful dog logo on this black t-shirt, or how about this waffle on this gold nice t-shirt we have here. And here are a few other designs. We got some on white, some on sand, 2-sided shirts. Don't forget to search Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. With that on Pro Wrestling Tees, more shirts are always coming.
Oh, he's right. You saw the video, you seen the t-shirt, you seen the link, and you seen the t-shirt in real life. Head over, Pro Wrestling Tees, Billy Ray Dog, support the guy, buy a t-shirt. This is one of the cool designs you can get. So once again, Pro Wrestling Tees, Billy Ray Dog. And on what is day 1,215 of greatness, you must acknowledge. And he's right, GWO Gold World Order for life as we go into our 2 final matches to predict here. That is right. So, for the AEW Women's World Championship, Timeless Toni Storm defends against Rihu. That has been totally irrelevant. Again, telling the match that's happening that can't happen on that's just a random Dynamite. Anyway, Toni won the title at Full Gear, so in the same thing as Julia Hart, she will also retain. Ian's agreeing with me. And before we go into the main event, and I'm going to get to my issues, problems, call it what you like with AEW, we are just days away from the greatest, most electrifying head of the table podcast there is. And here is a little tiny snippet just for you guys. That is right, January 3rd to the 1st January of 2024. So January next week, the Raining Rock podcast debuts. And if you didn't catch my end of year, Golden End of Year Awards, go and watch them. But I did reveal that we're going to have a guest on January 10th. UK wrestler Ryan Law is not The Rock, but it's a start. Tony Storm retains. Feel like they're just throwing opponents at Tony till Jamie Hayter comes back. Super prepared for Raining Rock. Pumped for Raining Rock debut. 8 p.m. UK time. Not sure what time that is in America over there, but 8 p.m. UK time, live next week. Me and Ian be live. So yeah, tune in and get it shared, get it liked, get all of that as we go into the main event, which will be we forgot a match. So for the TNT Championship on the no disqualification rules, Christian Cage takes on the former Edge, now known as Adam Copeland. So Edge has gone from WWE to the TNT title. And okay, Christian's been a good heel, and you could say the TNT title's been the title in AEW, but it's still Edge, one of the greatest of all time, WWE Hall of Famer, going for the TNT title. You've had Nick Wayne turn heel. You've had Nick Wayne's mother turn heel. So, why have they done all of that just for Christian to lose here? So I'm going to say, yeah, Christian retains. Ian's saying Adam Copeland or Edge, and Justin's going with me and saying Christian. So let's get into the main event, which will be for the AEW Men's World Championship. Not quite 1,215 days, but I suppose a year is a start. So for over a year as champion, MJF takes on challenger Samoa Joe. I think MJF does retain here. I don't think he goes to WWE. I think even as a face, he just wouldn't work. So yeah, MJF to retain. And then when they get the doofus in a mask, so the devil revealing himself, which I think is probably going to be Adam Cole. People have said Jungle Boy. Okay, I think that'd be a letdown. People have said Britt Baker. I think that would be a letdown. Some of us say Adam Cole is the devil. Ian's agreeing with me. So I'm going to quickly go through all of this and quickly also revisit this quickly next week or when we come to I suppose, reviewing AEW, and you're quickly, reviewing it each week. So the first week that I come to doing that, I'll probably revisit this, but quickly. So my issues, problems, a reason why I'll never be an AEW fan, apart from watching the pay-per-views and I suppose keeping up with it on social media, but I don't go out seeking it like I do WWE. Going with Samoa Joe winning the AEW World Title. The name of the pay-per-view really is going to be the ironic result in MJF losing it all. Okay? These are reasons why I think AEW will never be on WWE's level. So, in real no particular order, injuries. Now, okay, injuries happen in WWE. It's not, as they say, it's not ballet. It's a physical thing that they're doing. But there seems to be a lot of injuries in AEW at the moment. Wasn't Bryan Danielson injured? You got Jamie Hayter injured. Adam Cole's injured. Yeah, so well, anyway, it comes with the territory, as they say. But that's it just seems to be a lot of injuries happening. Older talent. Where's the younger talent being pushed? Ric Flair 74, Sting 54, Chris Jericho 50, Edge or both maybe over 50, isn't he? Edge 50, Christian Cage 50, RVD 52. Kenny Omega's not young. Where's the younger talent being pushed? Hence, and in 4 years, you haven't created a star, and this is why, because they're pushing older talent. I feel there's been no storyline development in over 4 years they've been going. This devil thing seems to be really, well, he's not pulling people in because AEW is not a draw. The ratings are worse than ever. They've lost, well, something kind of completely random here, but they've lost 32 million. What business sense is that? Wrestling is a business to make money and as much of it as possible, but they've lost 32 million. But I feel no storyline development. The devil thing is really the only, and it doesn't pull people in, but it could do. I suppose it could be interesting, but it seems the only interesting thing they've done in 4 years. They just seem to go from storyline to storyline to storyline to storyline, and that's it. The talent appearing on indie shows. Now that's cool for the people, for the fans. Cool for the company. Who? Swerve Strickland, for example, turned up at Progress Wrestling over here. I'm not going to complain and say, well, that's a load of crap. Cool. But how many indie shows does Roman Reigns appear on? 0. Seth Rollins? 0. Gunther? 0. Logan Paul? 0. Because they're not stars. Reigns and Logan Paul is. But the AEW guys appearing on indie shows lessens them. And, well, if you can see Swerve Strickland at your local show for $20, they're not a star. The beginning of 2024 needs to be a complete refresh for AEW. Trash matches. A match though in recent memory. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Adam Cole was pure shit. Not a good match. Hangman Adam Page drank blood. Got barbed wire caught in his hair and Swerve used staples on himself. How is that wrestling? It's not real. We know it's not real. It's scripted. It's predetermined. It's a work. If you're actually trying to hurt your opponent legitimately, you're a bad worker. Awful. And then the only reason he's going to be remembered is because how stupid and awful it was. It's certainly not a match I would ever go back and watch or recommend to anybody that actually likes wrestling. If you watch AEW, I think, oh, you're actually not a fan, but anyway, whatever. This is not WrestleMania main event that's been remembered in 20 years. Oh, what a classic that was. It was an awful match on a decent pay-per-view because in 4 years they haven't had a good pay-per-view from start to finish. They've all been decent. To refresh it, put more in creative along with TK and having running 3 AEW shows and Ring of Honor. So 2 other things: the deluded owner and the deluded roster that think they're on the WWE level. Didn't a month or 2 ago, Powerhouse Hobbs said they're on the WWE level. Oh, we're wrestling. AEW's not wrestling. It's shit. But we're wrestling and WWE's wrestling. Therefore, we're on the same. Never. WWE is never going to be that company that you say to anybody, everybody knows what wrestling is. Everyone has heard of WWF or WWE. It's never going to be go to a random person and say, name me a wrestling company, and they're going to go, yeah, AEW. That's never going to happen, ever. And before I get on to the deluded owner, they could just do a video just on Tony Khan, but the only country that AEW is a draw in here, because they're not a draw in America, they're not a draw in Canada, they don't draw, they constantly have an half-empty arena weekly, that's not a draw. Okay, the odd seat here and there, but it's half an arena usually. But the only country they were a draw in, they're not anymore, because next year, 30,000 tickets less for all in. How's that a draw? 30,000. That's a hell of a lot of money there. That's 2 WWE pay-per-views worth. They should be growing, not getting smaller. They should be getting bigger. Do what WWE does. When they go to they're doing SmackDown and a pay-per-view in France, Australia, Berlin, so on and so on, etc., etc. That's them growing. More money, more for the fans. Why can't AEW do that? Why can't they do a full week show of Dynamite, Rampage, Collision at, let's say, the O2, and then all in Wembley? That's not a draw. 30,000. So people that only went because it was the first big massive pay-per-view in Wembley after 30 years. AEW should absolutely split its roster between Dynamite and Collision, so that way they can start getting newer faces on TV, and then think about getting rid of Rampage and Ring of Honor. So my final thing here is the owner himself. So first of all, the whole NXT thing, when NXT when WWE overloaded NXT and AEW was the same night, Tony Khan could have had that on any other night. He could have had it on a Thursday where there was no wrestling. There is no wrestling. WWE don't do wrestling on a Thursday. Unless it's a house show. But nothing on TV. They could have done it on a Thursday. But no, they chose to have it on a Tuesday. And then because WWE, for whatever reason, stacked it, Triple H is a bald asshole. How the fuck does that work? Then you've got Tony Khan going DMing fans because they disagree with him. Who cares? He's shit. He's a mark. Collision was supposed to be the show, but That'll split the roster with Punk. Look at, yeah, okay. Tony Khan is the mark. He'll have the latest toy come in, Ric Flair's come in, or Keith Lee comes in, or Claudio comes in, or whoever comes in, gets a bit of a push, and that's it. Who's had a better push in AEW than WWE? Tay Conti did. Tay Conti was used a hell of a lot better in AEW than she was in WWE. And Sting. That's it. I can't think of anybody else that's had a better push than in WWE. And people say Jon Moxley. So winning the AEW title's bigger than winning anything in WWE. People like the Hardys are unhappy. How can you have one of the greatest tag teams of all time and not know what to do with them? And then, when you think Tony can't get any worse, he's not even running the company by himself. He's the owner, but he doesn't get the final say. Bryan Danielson helps Tony Khan run AEW. How many times did Vince McMahon go to John Cena, for example, and say, what should we do with, just off the top of my head, this is just a name off the top of my head, what should we do with Kofi Kingston? What should we do with Jack Swagger? He didn't, because he doesn't need to do that. How many times has Triple H go to Roman Reigns and say, Roman, what do you think should we do with Dolph Ziggler? What should we do with Mansoor? These are just names I'm thinking of. What he doesn't, because he doesn't, because Triple H runs a company. Vince runs a company. Tony Khan running to Daniel Bryan, who's trying to protect his spot, means he's a mark. AEW had a better push. No, NXT champions, Raw Tag Team champions, SmackDown Tag Team champions. How is that a better push? If they were women's tag team champions, that's bigger than anything in WWE, AEW. Tony Storm, no, former NXT UK Women's Champion. So no, she hasn't. NXT UK is miles bigger than AEW because he's WWE and he's nothing bigger. Sting and Tay Conti, that's it. There's really nobody else. FTR haven't had a better push. They're former tag team champions on all three brands. Be it for a week or however long they were tag team and tag champs for, still won them. So yes, Tony Khan, the mark of marks, and has help running his company and can't run his company by himself even though he owns it. Well, there you go. That's my issues, problems, company like with AEW. Why I don't watch I've watched anime in the past and it's awful. Outside of watching the pay-per-views and I suppose keeping it, and like I said, don't seek AEW out like I do WWE. I don't go looking for what's happening in AEW like I do WWE. I don't care what's happening in AEW. If I see it on Facebook, well, there it is. And I'll watch the pay-per-views. But if they weren't free and they didn't have former WWE there, I won't watch that either. And if I did, if I was an actual AEW fan, all of this that I've mentioned and the delusional, markish, bizarre, weird owner would push me away. Anyway, so coming up will be one final video of 2024, and that is 2023. What AEW World's End Watch Party on Saturday. Do join me for that. But do check out that ticker running across the screen. Do check out that description. In it, you'll see P&P, Pancakes, and PowerSlams. Go and check it out. The last episode of this year was about AJ Styles. So if you're an AJ Styles fan, go and check that out. Then we have a watch party, an after party. only $4 a month. So, you know, get involved in that. And also, go on your sports kid you like and a follow, tell them I sent you. If it's your podcast, DOMCAST, an in-time wrestling podcast, not sure if it's coming back or not or what's happening with it, but there you go. Do go and follow Just In Time 211 on X, Twitter, call it what you like. For your eFeds, TWF Network, ASPW Production, and Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling, Red Billy, Ray Dog F8. And for your promo-based eFeds, PPA Promo Performance Alliance. So again, final video of the year, AEW World's End watch party on Saturday. And then I'll be live midnight after New Year's Eve, just to wish you all a big happy new year, a big happy 2024. And then it's the big episode you've all been waiting for, that Justin's waiting for, and that is Reigning Rock Podcast. So it's been a long one. I've had a little bit of a rant about AEW, but not my fault, they're awful. But for now, it is Ricky Goldman.